We will focus on a few tools that program leaders, academics, and other stakeholders in higher education could use to be able to facilitate curriculum transformation. This work was done by myself, Cecile Gerwel-Prakesh, and my colleagues McDonald Kanyangale and Angela James at the University of KwaZulu-Natal in Durban, South Africa, with input from the other DECART project members. Now, the objectives of the third work package of the project was about curriculum transformation, and we specifically focused on identifying curriculum change drivers and challenges that inhibit higher educational leaders from achieving curriculum transformation. We also then focused on trying to identify the stakeholders involved in curriculum transformation in higher education. And finally, our third objective was to look at finding ways to be able to facilitate leadership development workshops for leaders in higher education to be able to navigate future disruptions. So ultimately, the tools that are presented here have emanated from the work done around those three objectives. So essentially, we've developed tools which focus broadly on 4 activities. And the first one really has to do with unpacking curriculum transformation, because we found that there was different understandings of what it meant. Secondly, there's a need to engage the diverse multiple stakeholders within and outside the system. Then we developed a curriculum transformation web, and the final focus is on leading curriculum transformation. So one of the tools that we've developed to unpack curriculum transformation, which can be used by higher educational leaders, focuses on the what in terms of what does curriculum transformation mean, why should it be done, how should we do curriculum transformation, where should curriculum transformation happen, when should curriculum transformation happen, and finally, who should be involved in curriculum transformation. Then what we did is, in terms of being able to further unpack the who, we developed various tools that can be used for work to think about unpacking the different stakeholders' concerns, their interests. We also developed this list that can be used to think about who are these internal stakeholders, for example, academics, admin, leaders, even students, quality assurance, to list just a few of them, and then think about their interests and their concerns. Likewise, we can do the same for the external stakeholders. And then this can help to develop a rich picture, which is a systems thinking tool, which can help us then sort of map the stakeholders, their interests, and their concerns. So we've also developed that. Then once we've done the basic analysis in terms of who the stakeholders are, it's quite important to also think about the influence and the interest of the stakeholders. So we've drawn on a tool which we can use then for curriculum transformation with different stakeholders to be able to unpack the interest and the influence levels of the different stakeholders, which is quite useful. Then, based on our work, we were able to think about unpacking the complexities that exist as well. So we came up with this curriculum transformation web, which has 7 interrelated components, which are very critical to explore when undertaking curriculum transformation in higher education. So one of the first ones would be to think about the leadership of the curriculum, how we lead, the organizational structures in place. We also need curriculum transformation champions. We need to think about the organizational culture, the how do we do things? Is it conducive? Do we have the right resources? And that could be financial, your staffing abilities, capabilities. Do academic staff even have the time? Then we need a curriculum transformation vision and strategy, and we must have stakeholder management approaches to be able to unpack it. So that is what we focused on while developing the tools, and we've got a longer video that you can watch which really unpacks it in more detail. We provide explanations in terms of how to run it if you are a facilitator. We provide some guidelines in terms of time, how to unpack it, but ultimately there's a lot of flexibility in terms of how it can be run. Thank you very much.